Another day working in the garden. I'm out putting mulch on. I just finished putting fresh mulch on the tomatoes. Now I'm gonna work on the onions, and then I'm gonna go on down and put some on the eggplant and okra. For all of you that have a garden, you know it's a constant battle with the weeds. Jeffrey's trying to get as close as he can to the landscaping fabric without tearing it to get up these weeds. I'm going through and putting mulch around things again. But it's with everything. Even weeds want to grow. Even with the smaller one, it's just, I don't have the strength. As I stated, I'm putting mulch around the onions, but I went ahead and started pulling up a few of them. I've got 2 here that I went ahead and pulled up. They're small, but there's so many weeds like this one here. I just went ahead and pulled up the onion. I'm not gonna worry about putting mulch, it's just so many weeds. And the same thing right here. So many weeds in there, I just didn't worry with putting mulch, I just pulled the onion. Got our first head of cabbage that's forming. That's a nice head of cabbage there. Here's another one forming, but that's the biggest one so far. And here's one. It's small, but they're still forming. There's another big one down here.
Got one at the...
Yeah, it's a little.
No, that's the bugs.
Oh, well. Well, let them have it. Maybe they won't go to the others. It's big mustard, not mustard. It's a big collard green. Kind of hard to see, but the yellow flowers are going to turn into cucumbers. The tomatoes are starting to bloom. Not sure what's wrong with this tomato plant, but it's the only one that's looking puny. And it's one of the mortgage lifters. So we'll see. I've seen them do this before and then they'll thrive again. So I'm not gonna touch it, and we'll see what's going on in a few days. Beautiful day here in southern Indiana. The garden is looking so pretty. It's another wet, rainy day here in southern Indiana. We won't be able to do anything in the garden. We haven't been able to do anything for several days now. Really, really wet. Sorry if it's fuzzy. And wet. We had rain last night, early this morning, and more rain is coming today. And you can see how wet it is. So it's going to be several days before we can get out here, even after no rain. But as you can see, the garden is really thriving. These are the squash plants, squash and zucchini plants that, you can see it better there and there, that I planted by seed. I think it was 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I had to keep replanting them. So we decided, as you all know, to plant in a different area, but the ones that came up, we just let them be. Here's a roll of our green beans. As I said, the garden is really thriving. This rain is really good for the garden. This is the okra. And just that little time, it's been several days now of not being able to, maybe 2 or 3 days not being able to get into the rain. Jeffrey just tilled this up 3 days ago, and look what the rain has done. Weeds and growing up through there like he hadn't tilled anything. These are our peppers. They're looking good. This middle area here in between the peppers and the beans, we may be able to plant something else. I'm not sure if we're going to try it or not, but possibly we could if we wanted to. Beans and peas. These are the cucumbers and the eggplant, these aisles. And then our 2 rows of onions. And our cabbage. The rain is a welcome thing, but it will make the weeds grow just as well as it makes the plants grow. So you have to take the good and the bad. Tomato plants are looking really good. Hopefully we can get out here within the next few days, because I'm definitely going to have to do some more weeding. And I want you guys to look right there. I'm gonna enlarge it. That's our jalapeno plant. It is really thriving. That's the area where we first planted our peppers, and something kept digging them up. The ones that they didn't dig up, we left, and like I said, that jalapeno is really, really thriving. This tomato plant, look how that has jumped within the past, since yesterday morning. And here's the one that died, or that is dying. Really don't know what's going on with that one. That's the only one. So I'm gonna have to get another tomato plant. But everything else is looking really, really good. Oh, I forgot about the squash and zucchini that I planted right there. They're doing well as too. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you all some content of working in the garden and different things that we're planning on doing. But we can't do anything in this rain. This was another. Just giving you all a view of the potatoes. Corn is still growing too. I was gonna pull it up, but we had a viewer tell me she would be interested to see how the corn would do if I left it there, so I'm gonna leave it and see. It is muggy and humid here. Like I said, more rain is coming, so we won't be shooting any videos working in the garden today. Thank you all for tuning in to Siblings A&J Gardening. You all stay safe and be blessed. Hopefully we'll be able to do some work in the garden within the next few days, but as you can see from the sky, we have more rain coming.